Oh, are they? Well, have you seen the latest installment of Pirates of the Caribbean? What series are they on anyway? Like 47? Like, what is it? Pirates of the Caribbean 465. Well, it's expected to rake in a lot of money. As for the lead star Johnny Depp, well, the actor reportedly finds himself in some financial turmoil. Lawsuits are underway with his former business managers who say the actor was living a $2 million a month lifestyle. 14 houses and $30,000 a month on wine. Just as part. What do you do with that kind of wine and money and houses? How do you spend that much time in 14 houses? So we're talking about it today with Jacksonville's retirement coach, Adam Wolf. He is joining us with this and so much more. He's going to help people plan their financial futures, maybe not to navigate through $2 million a month.
Exactly.
But first of all, I mean, we'll get into kind of the underlying meaning of all of this in a second. But first, your take on just the ridiculousness of this. I mean, it would be so nice to have like 2 million. I mean, even one millionth of that would be nice.
Yeah, I think my wine budget monthly might be $3 or like $13 or something like that.
Right.
But you know, when it comes to we hear about these stories a lot out in the news, and it's either the movie star or the sports star who they run out of money with all this income. So it really boils down to living within your means and having that right education and right strategy to make this money last. Because somebody like Johnny Depp's gonna be okay because he's gonna go into another movie and make movies forever, unless he messes something up, but he should be okay.
Right, but when it comes to somebody who's preparing for retirement, you have to start thinking about a fixed income, and you're not going to be receiving that paycheck going forward, and so you have to live within your means, right? Is that kind of the underlying, but we all should do, right? That
we should all live
sense.
within our means, and it's a shifting, as we get into retirement, is a shifting mindset of going from an accumulation or a growth phase of our life to having these savings and making them last and not running out of money, which is awful, but also reducing a lifestyle because you're spending too much at the wrong times or not retiring at the right time, whether sooner rather than later. So that's a big deal when it comes to this situation and comparing it to someone like Johnny Depp. It's just a higher income, but the same types of situations and situations.
What do you tell some of your clients who are currently working maybe a 9-to-5? Maybe they have had a little excess spending in the past, but how do you recommend that they get on track, and why is it so important that people are thinking about retirement earlier than they probably are?
Yeah, you want to, it's never too late. So if you're sort of living outside your means, you want to say to yourself, hey, we got to stop and start saving. And if there's debt involved, start paying down that debt. Putting it off for too long is going to cause you to have more problems, larger problems down the road. So, coming to grips and terms with the situation and then putting money aside after paying down debt into savings and trying to catch up as much as possible, because when that paycheck ends, that's when it's going to be pretty difficult.
Do you help them when they come into your office say, okay, here's what your income streams are going to be given this financial instrument, given this, that, and the other, and then help them figure out what they will have month to month for however many years that
Sure.
I mean, it's a hard number to determine how long you're going to be here, but you want to make sure that you have enough money to sustain you into the future.
Big time, because perfect example is someone who came in with a lot of pension and Social Security income streams and had a smaller amount of savings, and they thought they had to have $500,000, $1 million, $2 million to retire, but they had all the pension but the smaller account balances. So we structured a way to supplement with their savings the pension, the Social Security, to make it last. And another example is someone who came in with a couple $100,000. We stretched that out as long as possible for them throughout their lives to substitute with Social Security at a later date if the spouse passed away. So it's all about taking what you have, living within your means, and stretching it out as long as possible in retirement versus when you're working.
Yeah, and realizing that you can move things around, right, to help you to make it last longer. And as you have people come in looking at the fee structures to make sure that they're not doling out too much excess that should be staying in their own pockets. Yeah,
the Johnny Depp example, so my father moved out to California in 1998, and he has not moved back yet, but eventually he will. The tax rate on the federal level is up to almost a little over 40%, and then the state level is up to 9+%. So next thing you know, He has the
He's at
tax
your doorstep,
situation.
moving to Florida.
Johnny Depp has the situation too, but taxes, we have to watch out for those and keep those as low as possible in retirement.
And I know that's something that you can help your clients do. Adam, it's good to see you. Thanks for being here.
Thank
we
you,
run out of
Casey.
time. Thanks to Adam Wolf Wolf Retirement Navigation for sponsoring this segment. If you'd like to talk to Adam more about your retirement strategy, you can call his office to set up a private consultation. The number is on your screen. He can take a look at pretty much everything that you have. The number is 904-232-8760. 904-232-8760. And again, the offer is good for First Coast Living viewers who are in or nearing retirement age. They have 2 locations, Jacksonville and Clay County. You can also visit wolfretirement.com for more information.